Hello everybody and welcome for another review of a 6th scale figurine from Hot Toys. And as you could probably guess, it's Luke Skywalker from A New Hope. I've been really keen to get this and add this one to my collection. But and if you're a fan of extras, this figurine comes with many extras, and we'll get through those in a minute. But I'll just take the picture out. That's what it comes with. There you go. You can probably see a couple of the extras that come with it on the image there. But that's it. And there he is. Now I've got him in that pose just for a couple of reasons, but we'll get to them later. He's sitting there with his training droid, trying not to get buzzed up the arse by lightning bolts. And I've got him in that pose for a reason, but yeah, we'll get back to that a bit later. First, though, we can have a look at all the extras that come with him. And like I said before, if you're a fan of figurines and getting extras with them, this is a very good buy for you. Alright, okay, the Luke Skywalker as portrayed in A New Hope. This is when he was hanging out on the farm with Uncle Owen, doing his thing, helping out the farm. And so this is, obviously I don't need to tell you what's going on here, but the extras are probably more casual than anything. So first of all, you got your poncho here, and you can see it's very big. It's massive. So he sticks his head in there. Like always, I'll get him decked up in all this gear and get a few photos of him, and then put some photos of him up later at the end of the video. And he comes with some extra hands as well. Now these hands are probably not as detailed as what Ben Kenobi's hands are, but they're pretty good. There you got a couple of fists. You got sort of like swiping the flies away. And then you got your lightsaber sort of things, and this little pinchy what thing here. It's probably to hold the droid caller. So yeah, nice selection of hands to go with it, as well with the poncho. And he's got, as you can see, he comes with an extra arm. The arm with the light up lightsaber, I've put it on him, and this is just the extra one with the extra lightsaber that can hang off his belt. Very well detailed. Great looking lightsaber that one is. And he also comes with, when he's on the farm back at Tatooine, he comes with a set of he actually comes with another hairpiece. Now this hairpiece is the one that you put on him if you want to display him just with his head itself, and the other headpiece is on him, and it's a little bit skinnier at the top, so it's better for putting on the helmet, and also this hat he comes with. Nice little hat, sitting there on Tatooine, keeping the sun off. And a pair of binoculars. There, as you can see, a lot of detail in there. It comes with these, so you can have the binocular shutters closed. Stick that on there, or you can have opened, like something like that. So you can have him looking through there and just sort of gazing out into the never. And which is good. He comes with some goggles too when they got a sandstorm happening. So they just wrap around his head with his hat. So yeah, I'll put those on him a bit later. He also comes with a droid collar. As you can see, it's quite small there. Got anything to say, Luke? R2-D2, where are those plans? But this is a great extra. The next thing that we've got to show is their gun. The Tatooine Uncle Owen farm family gun. Now that's an absolute beauty. It is huge, very long. See if we can focus in on there. Got a good detail on there. See, that side's pretty smooth, pretty plain, but that's alright. I'm not too fussed about that. It's just a nice addition, and I'll put him up next to him there. And as you can see, he's on the stand. He's actually, the gun's higher than what Luke is. I know Luke's sort of bent over a little bit there, but you can see how big it is. So that is a nice addition to the figure, which is great. And we also got, I got him on the stand here as I've got him displayed. And you can see his little training droid there. His lightsaber that lights up. You got your switch there. I haven't actually taken the plastic out of the battery there, so I haven't actually arced that up, but that's alright. I'm sure it works fine. And I'll just take the figure off. So there's his helmet, nice looking helmet. So I'll just take the helmet off, and you can see, if I can just sort of put the arms down a bit, he's got a nice looking belt there. Clothes really feel good on him. Nice looking boots. Look at those cracker boots. And like I said, the belt that's on him, it's quite nice. Got some major detail happening there. A couple of pouches. Nice long pouch there. Alright, I might take this bit of plastic out and see if it actually works. How's that sound? Alright, you ready? Here we go. Oh, doesn't work. We'll see if we can get that going for you before the end of the video. And yeah, so that's nice clothing on him, as you would expect from a New Hope figure. But as you can see with his head, that hair, you see that, see how skinny it is? And here's the other head of hair, which is a bit fatter, so that just comes off like that. Oh! What the hell? Scared the shit out of me there. Let's put some hair back on there. And there, that just goes on. And as you can see, it makes it a bit better. A little bit fatter around the top of the head. I think they've only made this a bit skinnier, so then the hats can sit on it like so. It's still loose sort of fit, but yeah, like that. And as well as his training helmet, that will be a lot tighter to fit in, as you could probably see there. You have to really stretch it out. But all in all, love all the extras. They are absolutely cracker. The lights, the goggles, the binoculars, the hat, the helmet, the spare gun, the poncho is all fantastic. Love it all. Now we come to the negatives. We've had the positive. I started the video off really positively, and now we're going to sort of scratch away at the negatives. Now, the negative, the major negative and the problem I have with this figure is the actual look of Luke Skywalker. You can see in his face that maybe if you pose him in certain ways, he looks like Luke, but in other ways, he doesn't look like Luke at all. He's an imposter. And to have a figure that's representing good of the movie, because evil is Darth Vader, the main characters, and the good part of it not looking like Luke, like, I'm not convinced that it's Luke. Now, you can comment below if you want, if you think I'm wrong, but to me, they've really dropped the ball when it comes to the actual facial features of Luke. To point out examples, the nose, I think, is way too pointy. The eyes, they're not blue. They're not blue enough. And just probably mainly around the nose area and the top lip there. It just doesn't look like him. Now, when I say that, I mean, if you were to put a scuba diving tank on him, dress him up in a scuba diving gear, or you had him on the beach with a pair of shorts and a Hawaiian top, would you be able to look at him and recognize him as Luke Skywalker? And I don't think you could. You could dress him up in a big trench coat, something, you know, Caribbean or Hawaiian or anything, and you'd look at him as a figure, and I reckon you'd struggle to work out what sort of character he was, that if he was Luke Skywalker. So that's my major beef about him. My major beef is they haven't really got that right. Like I said before, you can pose him in certain ways and maybe he looks like him a little bit, but when you get a figurine and you want to display him in every sort of situation, you don't want to be having that in the back of your mind that that if you pose him a certain way, that he's not going to look like Luke Skywalker. So that's really disappointing for me. And quite frankly, with all the extras, I would have given up this little hat, the binoculars, probably not the big gun because I like that, but all the extras, the goggles and that, I would have given all of that up in a heartbeat if his face was 100% to Mark Hamill, Luke Skywalker. So that to me is disappointing. And when you start down the dark path, you start noticing other things that you sort of think, no, I'm not really too happy with what they've done there as well. And a few things like the helmet, this helmet, it would have been nice if they had that being able to go up, but that's just stuck there in the one position. So it would have been nice for them to be able to lift the front of the helmet up, the blast helmet. And another thing is when they advertised him, they advertise him on these pictures as a lit up lightsaber in his left hand. Well, it's just not going to happen because the lit up lightsaber is designed and made for his right hand. So you start seeing little things like that, as well as the little sign down here. I had to put that on. Well, I'll just take that off with blue tack because it won't sit on there without it. I had to, because it kept on falling off the stand, so I had to blue tack that on. So that's another little disappointment there. You'd think that, you know, attention to details now, but after saying all that, it breaks my heart to say all these things because I love Hot Toys. Absolutely love them. Their detail, what they put into them. They just dropped the ball a little bit with Luke, which is disappointing because he's the sign of good within the Star Wars movies. And just having those little imperfections in the back of your mind just play on you a little bit. But you know, that's why I posed him with the blast helmet, you know, training with his training droid, because excuse me, that it's covering up his major imperfections, which is the face itself. That it's not to me. Now, comment below if you think I'm wrong and off the mark, but it's not really. If you wanted me to give you an example of what he looked like, he probably looks like more of a William Zabka actor, and you'd probably better know him from the role as Johnny Lawrence in Karate Kid.
You have a problem with that? No, Sensei. No mercy.
I love the extras. I love all the bits that you can do with him. You know, you can dress him up as being Luke on Tatooine at the farm, training droid, or just, you know, him with his lightsaber. Oh, excuse me. I'm just going to go and get a drink. Okay, there's probably not much more else to say about the figurine. Like I said, I could go on about it all day, how great all the extras are, and how you can pose him, which is absolutely brilliant. But the actual facial features of him is just off the mark for me, which is probably the major disappointment. Alright guys, if you like my reviews, please give us a like and share, and subscribe to my channel. We got plenty more figurines and reviews to come, so jump on board. Give us your views down below. If you think I'm off the mark with the way that he looks, please comment down below, or if there's anything else you would like to know about him. That's no problems at all. I can reply. And yeah, thanks again for watching. Take care. Bye guys.
I'm ugly.
Vader's here. Now, on this moon. I have to face him.
Go on. Say I'm ugly one more time. Oh no, sir. I'm just going up to Canada for some ice fishing. Okay, let's do this one more time.
That's why I have to go.